Good morning. I'm gonna finish my skincare or skin prep with a sunscreen that I actually got in Paris at a French pharmacy. My friend Susan told me to get this one. It's the roche-posay anthelios 50 or SPF 50 plus. This is like their matte version. Good morning, Adrian. I'm on your time zone. Um, it's early for you and I. It's quite early, but me and Mitch had to do this early because we have a full day. We're going to Formula One today. We went yesterday, but today's like the the real deal, like the actual race, from what I understand. Hi Maggie. Hi Kelly. Hi Aaron. So I'm gonna put this on and finish my skin prep. I already have two things on, just to be honest. I have this on from Naturium. It's the vitamin C super serum. I put this all over, and then I put this on top because I wanted more hydration. And I did a little bit of this Jan Marini anti-aging cream that my mother-in-law wanted me to try. It feels really nice too. I have it like all around my eyes, which makes them kind of glossy looking. Good morning. Oh, you guys are on. I love it. Jade, new subscriber. Wow, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this live. Lives are a little more chaotic, I'm gonna warn you. They're not as polished and, edited, and not that my other videos are like super edited, but like lives are not as polished, obviously. They're just live, so it's like whatever goes. I'm in my hotel room right now. Mitch is right next to me. He's still drinking his coffee, so he's probably gonna be a little antisocial. But anyway, I'm gonna put my sunscreen on so I don't forget. It is blazing hot at Formula One. It's at the Hard Rock Stadium, and they say hi, by the way.
Hi, FG.
It's super hot at the stadium, and you have to walk so much, which is great. It's nice exercise. But by the time you get to the your seats, you're like wiped out. I was anyway. New subscriber, another one. Oh my gosh, thank you for subscribing. As a new subscriber, leave me a comment on the video and tell me what you want to see if you haven't seen it already. Oh, Stephanie says hi.
Hi, Stephanie.
So I have a little bit of my eyebrows on because, I was feeling really rough without them. So I had to put some brow product on, and I'll finish them soon. Oh, Regina, thank you. You're so sweet. I love that I recognize a lot of these faces. Like, I recognize Regina's face. Like, it's just nice to see.
Sincere. Kelly Sincere. Hi.
Oh.
So nice to say hi.
Which says hi back. Hi from Germany. Wow, finally made it to a live. Okay, I'm gonna get started because if you haven't catched one of my lives before, it's very hard for me to get going. And my hair is really wet, so sorry if I keep touching it. I can feel the hair shed, and it's driving me crazy because it's tickling my back. I'm just gonna blow up my hair and probably I will definitely put a hat on because, like I said, it's so sunny at Formula One. It's crazy. But let's get started. This is gonna be my foundation, basically. I love this stuff. This is the Tower 28 Sunny Days tinted sunscreen. I wear the shade PCH. But you know what I brought? Because this is one of those occasions where I would use a primer just to see if it helps, like my makeup and just sweating and humidity and stuff. So I brought a mini of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I don't love this all over, but I love a little bit of it in certain spots. So the tiniest bit. And Brenda, it's been a great trip so far. We've had such amazing food. Incredibly nice people. Everyone is so nice. Great ambiance. The beach is amazing, just stunning. The water felt so amazing. I dipped my feet in yesterday. But I definitely want to get more like pool time and beach time before we leave. I will definitely update you if the primer helps. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub it all over the T-zone. I'm not gonna do any of this part of my face, like the outer part of my face, because this is the area of my face that's actually drier than the center. The center of my face is very oily. So I really only need it for oil control. And so my makeup doesn't slip throughout the day as I'm sweating because it's going to be hot in the center. So the rest of the areas of my face, I'm not concerned about. So now I'm going to put this on. Would love your channel. Love your channel. Would love to see. What was something about liquid blush?
Liquid makeup products, your wardrobe, you look always so gorgeous.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, I would show you my wardrobe, but our closets are not finished in our house, so it's not very like aesthetically pleasing, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna actually pat this on. Melissa, I'm so happy you made it to my live. I love a lot of Korean sunscreens. There's one from, I always forget the name. Misha? I remembered it finally. Okay, so I'm going to pat this on actually with a damp paw sponge because I have so many layers of skincare and now primer that if I went in with a brush, like a blending brush or a foundation brush, obviously, there's just a good chance that I could have some pilling that will come up as I'm blending with the brush. So I'm going to pat it on instead because this is like a foolproof way of avoiding pilling. And Mitch is definitely a bigger Formula One fan than me, but I do like fast cars and I like cars in general. I love cars. So this is still fun for me. Okay, so I'm just going to pat this on. I've talked about this before, but this tinted sunscreen is definitely not a perfect match for me. It's very, very on the yellow side for me. But, you know, once you blend it in, you can make it work. There's only so many shades to choose from with the tinted moisturizer, so we make it work.
Why not the Dior foundation? Just curious.
You know, it's so funny. Someone was asking why I'm not using the Dior foundation today. I brought it. I always bring this when I'm traveling and I know I'm gonna have long days, but my skin has felt a little bit dry since I've been here. Oddly enough, you would think it'd be the opposite because it's humid out here, but I think my skin is just kind of fatigued from traveling a lot because I've been traveling so much and it hasn't really fully recovered from being in Europe and being on really long plane rides where the recycled air in the airplane just really sucks the moisture out of your skin. So with that said, I noticed yesterday I did wear the Dior and I felt my skin just felt a little bit tight. So I want to avoid that at all costs, and that's why I'm just doing this. And we'll see how it wears. I already know how it's going to wear, but I've never actually worn it for a full day in Miami, so we will find out. So now that that's on, blend it out a little more. When I travel, I love little things. Like when you travel and you don't want to bring a huge makeup case with you, especially for me, if I'm traveling and I'm not traveling for work, the last thing I want to do is bring some huge makeup case for me. You know, I want to like just feel like I'm really on vacation and I'm bringing minimal products and I'm not like schlepping some big makeup bag for me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I bring a lot of little things like the little primer. I bring a little Mini Fix Plus. Yes, I use sunscreen every single day. You missed the part where I put it on, but I'll list all of it in case you missed it. I bring this little Kaja Beauty Bento eyeshadows. They're like a trio of eyeshadows. I love these for travel. But the shadow palette that I'm going to use today is this new one from NARS. It's the Laguna original palette. They make, I think there's two. There's like a Laguna something, like different shade, like a deeper shade. And then there's this one that's like the original one. So I'm going to use this today and I'm really excited. But anyway, the reason why I bring these small items is because, like I said, I want to travel lightly with my makeup. But let's get this on. It's going to look really, really funky for a minute over here. Just going to warn you. But how is everyone's morning? I told you it's going to look really funky. Finally here from Tokyo. Wow. That is so awesome. Thank you for joining me. I am going to blend this out with my double-ended Patrick Ta brush. His face being slightly out of focus. Oh, am I out of focus? Shoot. Hopefully that doesn't stay the whole time. So I'm just patting this in, getting it up to my ear. I'm going to do a little bit of everything in small layers because this is a daytime makeup look. Like I said, I'm going to Formula One, so it's not gonna be like full on glam. But you know what I am gonna do? I'm probably gonna bump up my makeup tonight for dinner. We're going to a steakhouse, and yeah, it's gonna be a little more fancy. Morning from Toronto. Wow. Thank you for joining me, Jacqueline. You're focused on your, okay, good.
Oh, they're so sweet.
So I want to show you something that happened on accident that I will fix. But I went way too far in with my bronzer because I was reading comments. And also I'm still waking up. So I'll show you how to fix that in a second. Try to blend out my nose contour. I say contour, but you know what? I'm really just bringing warmth and some like dimension to my face with this. I'm not trying to make my face look smaller or my nose look smaller. But when you bring product like bronzer or blush around your nose area, it just brings a lot of balance to the center of your face. So that's why I do it mainly. Oh, another hello from Toronto. So awesome. So I brought it too far right here. So this is going to be where my blush is going to be. So I really just want that cream bronzer to be in this area of my face. And I brought it just a little too far in, whereas this side is just about perfect. Okay, so what you do, take your, your foundation brush, whatever you applied your foundation product with. In this case, it's my sponge. I'm just gonna pat the rest of whatever's on it over this area, and it's gonna act like a little bit of like an eraser. So really easy. And done. Not bad, right? Uh-oh, who lost someone? Shoot. I gotta go back and read.
Which one?
Let's see. I have a really fun blush that I love. I'm so distracted because Kelly, I just have to say I'm so sorry for...
Oh, grandmother.
Oh, Kelly's grandmother died. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Sending you a huge hug right now. That's just so hard. Oh my God, so hard. I feel for you. Oh, everyone tells Kelly that we're so sorry. Doesn't matter like how old your grandparents are when you lose them. It's just, it's so gut-wrenching. Okay, I'm gonna continue with my Rare Beauty highlighter. She was the best person. Oh my God, I'm sure she was the best person.
My mom watching now. She said she would go and buy all the stuff. She says,
Oh.
So cute. Teaching a 75-year-old mom new tricks. Oh.
Oh my God, I love that. Your 75-year-old mom is learning new tricks. Catherine. See, this is why I need Mitch, because I get so many comments and Mitch gets to read them next to me and help me out, because it's hard to do two things at once. Love from Pakistan. Wow. I'm sending you love right back from Miami. Okay, so we're going to do a nice bronzy Miami makeup look for the daytime. Oh gosh. Shout out to Mitch. Yeah, we do have this thing figured out. I couldn't do it without him, that's for sure. So I'm gonna add a little more concealer. Mitch, who do you think is gonna win today? The race.
Well,
this is the Dior Forever Skin. This is great for an all day because it's a long wearing concealer.
Red Bull's gonna win for sure.
Oh, Mitch says Red Bull's gonna win for sure.
I'm rooting for Checo Paris.
But he's rooting for Checo?
Yeah,
Checo Paris.
It's a real Mitch sighting.
So
It's Bigfoot.
Regina, you're a grandmother? Get out. How is that possible? Hello from Montreal. Wow, I want to go to Montreal. Okay, so I'm just putting more concealer because I'm just tired. I'm a tired girl. I don't want to look tired. Shut up, Regina. You are not 62. Well, judging by your beautiful profile picture, you don't look a day over like 27 years old, so you're gonna have to drop your skincare routine for all of us. Okay. Oh, good luck at work, Celeste. Thank you. Skin's feeling good. It's looking so much better. So now I'm gonna do some highlighting. I have some fun ones from Milk. I didn't like these at first, to be totally honest, but now I'm obsessed with them. They're highlighters. They're just like stick highlighters. So I bought a deeper shade one. This is the shade Flash, and then I brought the shade Lit. Sarah, my skin type is oily combo. I used to say that I'm only oily, but you know, now I do get a little more dry in some areas, like I said, around the outside of my face. But I'm still like predominantly oily. I'm an oily girl. Now I'm going to use the shade Lit and just grab a small little brush. Come across so real down to earth. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. That is a really great compliment. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just highlighting some more. And by the way, I just have you guys in front of the window in our hotel room, so you're just getting all natural light. There's no artificial light going on in here. So I'm gonna blend the deeper highlighter. The unfortunate part about having all these baby hairs is they really clean, like the cream products really cling to them. It's quite annoying. And they fall out very easy too, so they fall out just randomly and they could become stuck to my face, which is also fun. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I do travel with a mirror. I actually brought the one that's from my studio with me. When I don't know if any of you guys caught this, but you probably didn't, but on my stories when I was going to travel to that last big trip when I went to Milan and London, I had ordered this light up mirror, like compact, like it's like a fold out mirror that you travel with. It was really heavy. And so it lights up, right? So I brought it because I thought it's gonna be great because I'm gonna use it for content and to have nice lighting in my hotel. The light was so dim on it, even on like the full setting, that I ended up returning it, to be totally honest. And I'm happy I did because I want to find a really good one that I'll have just forever. It was kind of like a cheapy Amazon, you know? 48 years old and you're a grandma? Wow. You're a nice young grandma. You must feel very lucky. Okay, so let's do a little bit of under eye powder. And for that, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder because I just know this is going to keep my under eyes looking like fresh and smooth and creaseless all day. And I'm going to use my powder puff.
Yes.
Oh, Katie, I'm so happy you learned from me. Huh?
Lesia, or Lees. How are the puppies adjusting?
So someone's asking how the puppies are adjusting.
Yeah.
Not that great at first. I'm gonna be really honest. One of my best friends, Brittany, who also assists me, she's a makeup artist, she's incredible. She's with my doggies our doggies right now, and she's at our house. She's house sitting and dog sitting, which is a big task, you know, like it's a lot. It's definitely a big favor. We're so unbelievably grateful that she's doing it. You know, the unfortunate part for us is the timing and when we got these dogs, but you know, the timing's never gonna be perfect in life. So it kind of just is what it is, right? But we fell in love with these two dogs only 2 weeks ago. We rescued them from Wagmore, which is a rescue place in Studio City, California. It's raining. And anyway, we only got them 2 weeks ago, so they're not quite adjusted, to say the least. They're not quite trusting in anyone that's other than us. So with that said, my friend Brittany came over, met them, and we had dinner and stuff. And then when she came to be with them after we were gone, I'm gonna put my Nudestix blush on, by the way. This is Hot Fire. They were like, what the heck? Like, who are you? Get out of our house. Barking at her, going crazy, all these things. But now, flash forward to a couple days later, she says they're her best friends. So there was an adjustment period where they were just kind of freaked out and not trusting. But you know, that's just kind of the way it is with rescue dogs. You have to give them some time, you know. Okay, I'm gonna apply this all over. Might have put a lot on at first, but I love the color of this blush so much. It reminds me of Kiss from Persona Cosmetics, which you know I love. I have that one in my makeup kit. I also have one personally and I love it. Regina, this is Hot Fire from Nudestix. It's so pretty. Cynthia, I love them both. I really can't decide which one's best, but I'm gonna go over this blush one more time. But I will say a couple things. If you are more dry skinned, if you have more dry skin, you would probably benefit better from the Givenchy because it's super finely milled. Even though the Huda Beauty one is finely milled too, when I say that, I mean like the texture of it. It feels like silk once it's like blended out. It's not like a thick, heavy powder. But the Huda one is just a little bit better overall for oil control. So if you're more oily, I'd say the Huda Beauty. If you are more dry and you're wanting to use it specifically under your eyes as well, I would say the Givenchy. But it just kind of depends, you know. Sometimes you gotta switch it up. Hi, Kelly. Just going back over my blush. Pretty, okay. I have rescue dogs and cats. Dogs take forever depending on, can you read the rest of that comment?
It does take forever depending on their story, but 100%
Oh,
worth
yeah.
it.
I agree, 100% worth it. I've always rescued dogs. And, you know, good and bad dogs. There's definitely, I mean, not all dogs are bad. Not all rescue dogs are bad, I should say. I've had some difficult rescue dogs growing up that my mom rescued, and they were just, they were super temperamental, you know, would attack other dogs, like things like that. So it could be a challenge for sure. Thank you. I dropped this on the floor. Just like, oh crap. I'll clean that off later. Okay.
Oh God,
let's get the rest of the makeup on. I'm gonna curl my lashes really quick. I used to do that too, Michelle. And now I kind of just let my oils run, you know, run through. I just let them hang out and be wild. I'll touch up with a little bit of like blotting powder, or I really like this for touch-ups lately. It's the NARS one. But other than that, I don't worry about like using blotting sheets. Excuse me. I really don't think those work well in my opinion. I think they soak up a lot of your product and can leave like patches on your skin. But whatever works for you. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes with the Rephr lash curler. I love this one. Kelly, I have a trip or two planned for Texas later this year. I'm going to, where am I going? Dallas? I'll let you know. Sometime like in July for work. Okay. I want to use my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Favorite Met Gala makeup from last week. You know, I really liked the Emma Chamberlain one that I recreated. I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun to just see like a vivid blue eyeshadow look. It took me back to like my MAC days. It's very much like a look that I would do at MAC. Canada. No, I'm not coming to Canada anytime soon. I haven't been to Canada in like at least 4 years, 5 years. I went to Canada like about 4 or 5 years ago to work on like the new 90210 reboot. Favorite non-liquid eyeliners? I love the Urban Decay ones. Make Beauty has really good twist up pencils. I'm gonna use in my waterline. I showed you. Oh yeah. Plans for India? No, I don't have any plans, but I would love to go. I'm sure I'll go at some point.
Oh,
yeah, Mitch will have to go with me because he would love to go too. So, Mitch has a couple of questions, he says, but I'm going to just set that Rare Beauty eyeshadow base because, like I said, it's going to be a long day. And if I don't set my eyeshadow, even if it's a base that I have on underneath, I will get creasing because I have very oily eyelids. So now I'm going to dip into this guy. What is your question?
I need a new pressed powder. I'm an oily girl too. So June, this is June. June says, I need a new pressed powder. I'm an oily girl too and need something to bring with me. What should I try? Which one should I try? Pressed powder for oily skin.
So pressed powder for oily skin. I think you'd really like the soft matte one. These from NARS, they're really flat, so they don't take up a lot of room at all. Like you could definitely, just like I'm traveling with them, you can easily pop them in your purse. They're not like a wide compact, like they're very thin and sleek, so I feel like they are very travel friendly. But I would definitely try those out. I think they're really nice. They're smoothing. They do have a little bit of color to them, so make sure you get the right shade. And I just think they're a really nice powder. Really, really nice. They do help a lot with oil control. But also, just in general, I think one of the best oil control powders that I've ever used is the loose and the pressed Makeup Forever HD powders. But there's also one from Fenty Beauty that I absolutely love. It's the heck is it called? Totally forgot the name, but it comes in a white compact. It kind of looks like a little book. It's a little thick for like your purse and like if you're carrying like a small bag with you. But that's a great blotting powder as well that I love. Got a little bit dark in here all of a sudden. But I'm just blending this eyeshadow, this one right here, from the NARS palette. I'm blending it on with a BK Beauty 202. And just kind of focusing it on the outer corner of my eye first. And then I'm going to bring it. Oh my God, Catherine, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. Mitch appreciates it. And I love that little like animal guy. Kitty cat. So sweet. Thank you so much.
Lay says, I had to purchase 3 blushes after watching your top 10 blush video.
Oh, nice. What blushes? What were your favorite blushes from that video? Invisimatte. Thank you, Alex. I had it like, it was right there. You know, I knew that I've said the name so many times. I've even talked about it in like many videos. And yeah, it wasn't coming through my brain. Invisimatte powder from Fenty Beauty. Thanks to Alex, we now know the name. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend a little more.
Tristan says, how do you combat lighting issues when putting your makeup on? Making sure it looks right. Like I'll do my bronzer in one room and then it looks light, and then when I walk in another, it looks way too dark.
Tristan's asking this?
Mm-hmm.
So Tristan, this is such a common problem. Tristan's saying that she will put her bronzer on in one room and then she'll walk into another room and it looks completely different. You just have to find the most controlled lighting. I say go for natural lighting. If you can find natural lighting in your house or wherever you are, like if it's in your car, like wherever you are, natural light is gonna be your best bet because that's gonna be the most true to what it is. It's the natural light. So meaning like try to avoid putting your makeup on if you can. If you have this problem like Tristan does, try to avoid putting your makeup on in artificial lighting. So like your bathroom lighting, overhead lighting especially is awful, awful. All of our lights are off in this hotel room right now because of that. And that's going to give you the best representation of what your makeup is going to look like in real life in all, well, not in all lighting scenarios, but that's what you want to just worry about and focus on is what does your makeup look like in natural light? Because that's all that matters is what it looks like in natural light. It's funny because me and one of my other clients, we always talk about artificial light and how it's just awful. And like we've gone to a couple of events and it's all overhead artificial lighting, like really bad spotlight overhead. And like no matter how pretty her makeup looks or my makeup looks in real life, as soon as you take a picture under this overhead lighting, we look like we're 15 years older. We look like we have just crazy shadows and, you know, the makeup, you can't even see the blush. Like we just look washed out and just, you know, not good. So lighting is a crucial component to what your makeup, like how good your makeup actually is going to look. It's funny, like there's, if you know who Patty Dubrow, sorry, I'm getting names mixed up in my head. Patty Dubrow is like a world famous makeup artist, but she's famous for saying things like, my makeup is only as good as the lighting. And it's so true, because like my makeup is only as good as the lighting that is in front of. If it's in overhead shadowy lighting, it looks horrible. And that's just the way it is. I'm gonna have a sip of my latte.
I'm super intrigued with the Danessa blush.
I'm gonna lay down a little bit of a base from Milani.
So Serenity says, I'm super intrigued with your Danessa blush. Since your blush video, I checked the brand. Makeup seems quite innovative.
Danessa Myricks is incredibly innovative. Who said this?
Serenity.
Serenity. You said you checked out Danessa Myricks after the blush video. I actually had that blush with me and I was gonna use that, but this just gave me more Miami vibes, to be honest. But Danessa Myricks, if you don't know who she is, she's also a pro makeup artist. She's an incredible makeup artist. She's incredibly creative too. And her products are very innovative, like very, very innovative. Yeah, so I'm a big fangirl of Danessa Myricks. I think she's phenomenal. I'm going to put on, now that I have that Milani base on, I'm going to put this shimmery bronzy color on top. Oh my God, Katie, thank you so much. #1 fan, that's so sweet. Thank you so, so much. This is well appreciated over here. Chat, love from London. Oh, I miss London already. So I'm just using a Rephr brush and blending that shimmery color just on top of that Milani base. You guys, I really like these drugstore eyeshadow bases. They're actually an eyeshadow stick, but I've been using them mainly as like an eyeshadow base. This is the shade Blossom that I put on first. And it's just really pretty, easy to work with. So just blending more of that shimmery shade on top. Happy to support you. You've helped me so much. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I'm happy to help. Oh, what? Thank you from the Philippines. Oh my God. Is it Leia? Tell me how to pronounce your name. I want to make sure I don't pronounce it the wrong way. It's L-A-E. Leia? Lei? Lei?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You guys are just killing me with kindness here. Okay, I'm gonna get this rest of this eye makeup going and on. I'm gonna use this Make, it's the gel eyeliner. It's in the shade Nebula. It's a dark brown. I use this all the time. I'm gonna use this to tightline, so I'm gonna just pop this on the top inside waterline. That's what tightlining is. I'm Irish living in Germany.
Catherine says, if you and Mitch ever want to come to the coast of New England, my husband and I would happily show you our beautiful little city, New England.
Oh my gosh, wow. New England. I would love to go to New England.
So fun.
That is such a sweet offer. I will definitely take you up on that when we go. Okay, so just tightline the inside top lash line.
Regina asks, how do you tightline?
Tightline is just, it's, you're literally just lining the inside waterline. So this is your waterline. That's the inside line that is closest to your actual eyeball. So they call it a waterline because it's a wet area. You just have to, takes practice, takes getting used to. A lot of people can't handle the feeling that it gives you when you put a product in that area. It's a very sensitive area, so you have to kind of practice and get used to it. But it's called tightlining because it's very, I would assume it's a tight area. I don't know the exact reason why they call it tightlining, but it's basically lining just your inner water line with eyeliner. So I'm gonna do a liner on the top now. This is the Fenty Beauty Flyliner in the shade In Big Truffle. It's like a really rich, almost like a red brown. It's so pretty. I love this liner. This is probably like my third one I've gone through. I love it so much. So I'm going to, I hope the lighting's okay. It seems a little dark right now, but.
That's good.
Okay, good.
It's actually a good question. Eugene asks, is it best, is it the base of the lashes or the waterline?
The waterline.
And I'm having trouble with the transfer. Oh, with transfer. Okay.
Yeah, if you're having trouble with the transfer, unfortunately, you're putting an eyeliner in a watery area. So it's kind of inevitable it's going to transfer to some degree. But to avoid that a little more, you want to make sure you're getting formulas that are long wearing, water resistant, or if they say waterproof, even better. Although no pencils are really waterproof, like super waterproof. Try formulas like that because you're going to have a lot less transferring with those kind of formulas. They're going to be formulated to stay put and to like withstand being in a wet area. So if you have that problem, make sure you're getting a good liner that's meant to last.
What mascaras do you find best for oily eyelids? I work long hours face to face, need confident. No raccoon eyes at the end of the day.
So the one I feel like works really, really well is, well, there's quite a few actually. I love extended play lash from MAC. It comes in a little blue tube. That one is never transferred, and I used to use that in my professional makeup kit for years and years, because for that reason, because I knew I could put on my client's bottom lash line and their top, and it wasn't going to transfer to top or bottom, no matter how oily their skin was or what they were doing. If you want to really be sure, you can get the waterproof version of any of the mascaras that you like. Obviously, it's a lot more difficult to take them off at the end of the day. You have to make sure you're, take them off carefully and not ruining your lashes and like the integrity of your lashes. But that's gonna be your best bet as far as, a safe bet that's not gonna transfer. You have to go waterproof. But if you haven't tried the extended play lash from MAC, try that one. That one is phenomenal.
Chrissy, $75.
Oh my God, thank you, Christy. I missed that. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Guys, I can't handle it. You're so supportive and so sweet. Okay, eyeliner's done. Now I can be a little more social because that's really hard to do. Actually, let me do a little more right here. We're basically going for like a signature look, This is like my jam. Mitch is laughing.
What a surprise.
I'm gonna set the cream bronzer that I applied much earlier now with the Make bronzer. Sorry.
That's some water.
And with the other end of my Patrick Ta brush. And just press this on top. This is of course going to like lock in that cream bronzer that I used earlier. I could use a setting powder to set that, but I don't want to take away any of the color intensity with that powder. So instead, by just pressing on a bronzer and setting it with a like-minded color, it's going to just intensify that shade, bring it out even more, and it's also going to just lock it down. So the shade I use is Lunar in the bronzer. And now, this is my favorite part of doing my own makeup. I take a small pencil brush and I line my lips with my bronzer. And I love this bronzer for that. Oh, hi from Boston. Hello back. Can a fair, cool skin girl use this bronzer? You would want to go a lot lighter. There's some from Fenty that I love for the skin tone that you were describing to me. I can't see you, so I'm just gonna go by what you're saying. But you should try Butter Biscuit from Fenty in the cream. It's phenomenal on my fair skin girls and boys. It's like a perfect bronzing shade. It's not orange.
Fenty?
Fenty Beauty, yeah. I have that in my makeup kit and never leaves my makeup kit. And I use it on all my fair skin clients.
How do you curl your clients' lashes without hurting their eyes?
If it's a full-size lash curler that I'm using on my clients, I hand it to them and I say, what's your confidence level? Can you curl your lashes? And if they say yes confidently, then I let them do it. If they're like, yeah, sure, I could try it, I'm like, okay, then do you trust me? And then I do it. But I have them open their eyes, they look down, I get it in there, I wiggle it, make sure I'm not pinching their skin, and then I hold it for a couple seconds. But typically I use a half lash curler because that's easier and it's less scary for them. Hi, Brittany, you didn't miss it. It's less scary for them, less intimidating for them to see this little tiny wand or this little tiny clamp coming to their eyes. So anyway, I'm going to finish my eye makeup. I know, yeah.
It's barbaric.
Mitch says it's barbaric. He's looking at it right now. I'm going to switch to a BK Beauty A504. It's like a really small blending brush. I love this brush. Dip into that same shade that I used in the crease earlier. Yeah, Tristan, they make some great half lash curlers that are just easy. They're like literally 1/8 the size of a full length lash curler. They're also great for just getting curling the ends, like the very outer lashes. And yeah, they're just, like I said, they're great for doing someone else's makeup because they're kind of foolproof, you know? You can't hurt someone with them. So I'm just blending this on the bottom. Yeah, Brittany, that shade is so good. Amber is good too. Oh, just lots of lotion. Lots of lotion. I do wear like sunscreen on my tattoos, even though their tattoos just fade naturally. Mine are definitely a little faded, but I still use sunscreen on them to protect them. Tristan, if you message me, I'll send you a link to a really good one that's just cheap and easy. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little more eyeshadow. I wanna apply just a touch of this. Aw, good luck. I wanna see your makeup look when you're done. And just pop it here.
Arrow Girl recently purchased the Givenchy Sheer Matte in 17 after binge watching you earlier videos, and I'm loving it. I wouldn't have found it without your recommendations. Thank you so much.
That is so awesome. I'm so happy you tried the Givenchy powder. I always love hearing that, you know, someone loves a recommendation that, or a makeup product that I was using and recommended and they end up getting it and they love it. That's just so satisfying. So mascara, let's finish up these eyes because I could just work on them forever. I'm going to use the new Fenty Beauty one. This is the Hella Thick mascara. So when I first started trying this, I thought, oh my God, this is great. It doesn't transfer at all. But if you if you have oily skin or if you're sweating or if you're in a high humidity area like I am right now, it will transfer a little bit. So I'm gonna be careful on how much I apply to my bottom lashes because I don't want it to transfer throughout the day on my skin. So let me get this on. But I do love this mascara. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so any recommendations for good hydrating SPF?
Oh, so many hydrating SPFs. I ran out of the Artless Glow, or yeah, the Artless, what was it called? Artless Glow by Heimish. It's like a glowy SPF. It's not so much hydrating as it is moisturizing. And also the Naturium Dew Glow is like incredibly, it's like a thick moisturizer in an SPF form. As far as like hydrating, like the feeling of like a serum hydration, there's one from Biore. It's like the Korean Biore brand. It's SPF 50 or plus PA plus plus plus, so it's really high in like protection. You can get it online, I believe. I feel like you can get it on Amazon, but it comes in like a blue tube. But it's like Hydra something. I can't remember the name exactly. I haven't used it in a while, but that one's really good. Okay, just getting my lashes done. But look at the difference that makes. So good. Sammy, you got the Givenchy in shade 1. So 1 is like the totally translucent one. And it does have like so all of those powders have a little hint of luminosity except for, no, actually I believe they all do. They all have like just a little hint. Even the pink one, the number 3 that I use, has a little hint of luminosity to it. It's very, very subtle, but I like that about it. I think that's a beautiful added benefit to it because it doesn't leave your skin flat. It leaves some like dimension to it. So if you can get past that and you like it, I think it's worth sticking to personally. If you don't want that and you want to be completely matte, you might want to switch to the Huda Beauty or even the one size loose powders. Those are a great option that have no hint of iridescent to them. I'm in your hometown, Elizabeth? That's so awesome. What part of Florida are you in? Okay. Mascara is done. I'm gonna do a little bit on the bottom.
Heather says Dior Water Fit SPF.
Oh, thank you, Heather. That's exactly what I was talking about. Thank God I have you guys to help me remember names, because clearly I'm very bad at it on the spot. I'm gonna finish up my brows. They are not completely finished. Oh, L or Ellie? L. Florida has been so nice to us so far. It's been incredible weather, and it definitely feels like vacation vibes out here, which I love. So I'm going to feather in a couple more like brow hairs with it's a NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. So it's a wet pen. So I just carefully go in an upward motion. Tampa Bay, oh nice.
Parna says your blending skills are so impressive. I need to work on mine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, blending is something that you have to just kind of slow down and take your time a little bit, you know? But it's so worth it if you take the time to really blend your makeup. The outcome is always going to be much better. Dew Glow is amazing. Yeah, you like it, Regina? It's so nice, Regina. I have it in my makeup kit for when I want sun protection on my clients and when I want them to be like kind of lit from within. Okay, brows are looking much better. Now, a couple more things, and then sadly, my makeup will be done. I'm going to line my lips with the Makeup Forever not HG, I'm so used to saying Makeup Forever HG. It's the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. I'm sorry, I know these are really hard to find. Like, this shade's so hard to find because is it Hailey Bieber that made it? Her makeup artist used it on her, and it's ever since been so popular. But before I do, I personally like to powder my lips a little bit because I don't like my lip products to slip around and move around too much throughout the day. Mitch loves powdered lips. It's so funny. He likes the look of it. So if you know me by now, you know. If you know, you know. I like to fill in my Cupid's bow, like meaning I will put my lip liner in this little pocket of space and round out my Cupid's bow. So the reason why I do this on myself is because it's personal preference, and I get asked about this probably more often than I get asked about my jewelry, and that's saying a lot because I get asked about my jewelry all the time. But the reason why I do is because it's like I said, it's personal preference, and I like the way it gives my lips a very like full look to them. Not that they're not full, I know they're full, but it gives them more of a full and just like a youthful look to them, in my opinion. When I sharpen my Cupid's bow, because I actually have a very sharp Cupid's bow naturally, it makes me and like my overall appearance look more harsh. Like I look more intense, and I already look intense. Like I've talked about this too. Like I have tattoos, I have black hair practically, and it just is a way for me to like kind of soften my overall look. So if any of you are watching that have asked me why I do this, that was for you.
Seriously, girl boss, OMG, people get triggered by this.
Oh, I know, it's so funny.
Like, relax.
It's so funny. I don't know why people get triggered by this. It's really why. It's actually beyond me. I don't understand it. Cynthia says, I think that Mitch should do your makeup. He's going to. Thank you for bringing this up.
Oh gosh.
He says, oh gosh. He is going to, and I'm going to hold him to it because he said once we reach a certain amount of subscribers, we were going to do it. That was going to be his plan. He was like waiting until we have like this magical number of subscribers. And first it was 50, then it was 100. Now we're past 100 thanks to all of you. And we're so thrilled about that. I can't even tell you. But anyway, my point is the time is now and he needs to hear it. So.
Oh yeah, Tristan says 100K. What was it?
Who says that? 100K. Yeah, Tristan, it was 100K. Cynthia remembers too. It was 100K that you said. Yeah, you guys just gotta hold him to it.
You guys won't learn anything though from it. It'll just be a mess. It'll be a freaking hot mess.
So he's saying that you won't learn anything from it and it's gonna be a hot mess and all these things. It's not meant to be an educational video, clearly, with Mitch is doing my makeup. Let's just be honest. But it's gonna be fun, you know? It'll be fun. You guys, I'm gonna mix 2 lipsticks because I just feel like doing a combo. I'm gonna do a little bit of Tantalizing Tan from Clé de Peau. This was such a fun live. I'm so happy that you all were able to join us from Miami, from a different place. And now I'm gonna just do a little bit of the Tower 28 Juice Balm. It's a tinted lip balm in the shade Mix. And I'll be taking this in my really tiny purse that I'm allowed to take with me to Formula One and using it for touch-ups. Feels really nice.
NARS didn't test on animals. I love the makeup, but it can't.
I know, me too.
Huh? It's crazy. I don't test on animals.
Yeah.
What is it? How do they test?
We don't know. We don't know the degree of how much they test on animals. We're talking about NARS. And I try not to get into it because I just try to keep things always light and happy because it's a makeup channel, and like, you know, makeup to me, in my opinion, is a place to escape, a place to like have fun and forget about your troubles, literally. So I try not to touch too much on like things like that, like, you know. Mitch says wrap it up. Okay. Anyway, I wish they did not test on animals too. I also would like to know the degree in which they do, because there's many different degrees. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll keep it light like we always do. I'm gonna see, do I need anything else?
Blue eyeliner.
He says blue eyeliner. I didn't bring blue eyeliner, but I did bring this fun eyeliner that I'm gonna do a look with while I'm here at some point, so stay tuned for that. But no, I guess that's it. I'm going to set my makeup with my little bit of MAC Fix Plus that I have left over, and this is like the look. It's just a fresh, bronzy makeup look to go get ruined at Formula One. Just kidding.
Oh, Lolita says,
The setting spray is going to be the MAC one.
Lolita says, enjoy F1. Please give Lewis a cheer for me. Yeah, Lewis definitely needs
Lewis
some
Hamilton?
cheers. Yeah.
That was cold. I will definitely cheer him on just for you. Huh?
I'm just looking at some of these comments.
Mitch is reading all the comments. My hair is almost dried, so now that means I can get my Revlon round brush and blow it out. But this was my look. And
what's a nailed it episode? They said, let's see Mitch do a nailed it episode.
What is a nailed it episode? That's a, whatever that is, sounds like fun.
Oh,
nailed it.
Yes, I think I know what she's talking about. Like,
really?
Yeah, they
someone had a good idea for a video for Mitch called the Nailed It.
Actually, it's a great idea.
He said it's a great idea. Diane, you had a great idea, he says. Oh, Tristan says, oh my god, Netflix nailed it. What the heck? It's a cooking show. Oh.
I think they make like they show like a cake that's done by a professional, and they have like an amateur try to recreate it.
That's a great idea. I like that. Okay, well, you guys, whatever you're doing today, I hope you're having a great day so far, whatever time zone you're in. But thank you so much for joining us. It's always so much fun. I love seeing all like the familiar faces and the new subscribers. Thanks for joining us and welcome. And thanks for everyone that gave us like the super thanks. Like, we're so appreciative. I'll probably spend that on a expensive coffee or an expensive beverage at Formula One, because it's really expensive there. It's quite crazy. It's like Disneyland on steroids basically. But wish us luck. I can't tell what the weather's gonna be like, because right now it's raining and it's really windy. So hopefully it does clear up, because I don't want to be walking around in the rain. But yeah, I'll be posting on my stories on Instagram, so if you want to come along and just see like what the day is like. I also posted yesterday like the whole day in my stories, so check that out. And I guess that's it. I'll be seeing you back in California, back in LA, back at home, and I'll make sure I give you an update on the doggies, and you'll see the doggies next Sunday when we're back.
Say hi to Heather.
But oh, Mitch wants me to say hi to Heather, because apparently I did not say hi to you. I'm so sorry. Hi, Heather. Oh, I love Heather. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. Mitch, you have to say bye.
I don't really.
It's only right. Just say goodbye. Mitch says goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next week with the doggies. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Bye.